Hey guys, and welcome to my team builder for my match against the Griselda Gravelers. First of all, I'm gonna tell you a bit about their team, what they have, and what I think they will bring, and I will go over the Pokemon I have with me and their spreads, so you know what I will be using against them and what my thought process is into going into this match. Um, well, first of all, his Terra Captain or their Terra Captain. The Dragonite as Terra Captain. Dragonite, well, it has multiple options. Mostly seen Terra type Dragonite is Steel, but can also bring normal Dragonite for stab extreme speeds. Has the multi skill ability to halve more damage the damage output when he's at full. So say my first move will do 100 damage normally, 100 damage HP because of multi skill. When his HP is full, he will take only half of it, so 50. Has some setup abilities with agility, dragon dance. Um, can be annoying with encore if he wants to get a nice momentum for a setup move. Light screen and protect, rest, sleep talk, roost, substitute, tailwind, and T-Wave as main ways of crippling foes, but he will mostly do damage from his physical side with 134 as his beige attack stat. A little bit of a mediocre speed stat with 80, but again, with agility and Dragon Dance, has the means to muscle up his speed. 91 base HP, 95 base defense, 100 base SPDEF, and 100 special attack is nothing to laugh at. Pseudo legendary, so base 600 uh, in his stats at all. Yeah, with him being the Terra captain, I don't see a reason why not to bring Dragonite, and I hope I have a option for most of his Terra forms, but we'll have to see. Screamtail, the paradox form of Jigglypuff. An amazing wall I found out during team building with 115 base HP, 99 base defense, and 115 base SPDEF. Is very bulky, and 110 speed is nothing to laugh at either. Both his attacking stats, both attack and special attack, are 65. So nothing really to talk about, but it has the option to boost it. Um, only ability being photosynthesis, which will boost his highest stat with 1.3 and 1.5 when speed. Has the baton pass option, which is illegal, so I have to watch out for that when he brings it. Both bulk up and calm mind are setup moves for him, so he can strengthen his attack. Encore to be annoying. Both reflect and light screen, perish song, rest, sleep talk, stealth rock, substitute, T-wave, wish trick. So great support moves, but also has a wide move pool with Blizzard, Body Slam, Boom Burst, 140 base power, special attacking move, and a normal type move, which will hit very hard. Crunch, D-Gleam, Drain Punch, Facade, Fire Blast, Fire Fang, Fire Punch, Flamethrower, Focus Blast, Knockoff, Hyper Voice, Ice Beam, Ice Fang, Ice Punch, Play Rough, Psychic, Psychic Fang, Psy Shock, Stomping Tantrum, Stored Power, Terra Blast, T-Bolt, Thunder, Thunder Punch, and Zen Headbutt as most commonly used moves. It has a very wide move pool, so not easy to prepare for, shockingly. Third is Hisuian Zoroark, and well, for anyone who played Pokemon Legend Arceus, know it's again, very annoying to deal with. A glass cannon, 55 base HP, 60 in defenses, so it can't take much hits, but with 100 attack, 125 special attack, and 110 speed, again, the definition of a glass cannon. Only ability is illusion, so again, have to make sure that Hisuian, that the Pokemon in front of me is Hisuian Zoroark. Well, mostly his move pool is you're gonna see him special, so moves like Bitter Malice, Dark Pulse, Extrasensory, Flamethrower, Focus Blast, Grass Knot, Hex, Hyper Voice, which is stab by the way, Psychic, Shadow Ball, again a stab move, Sludge Bomb are quite commonly used. Setup moves with Agility and Calm Mind can put a curse on a Pokemon. Detect as a lesser use form of Protect. Hand close to up his physical attack. Memento to lower my Pokemon stats with both 2 in attack and special attack. A Nasty Plot setup option. A rest options with Sleep Talk. Substitute Swords Dance Taunt to stop me from using status moves. It can use Trick, it can Will-O-Wisp, so quite again a large move pool. His fourth mon is Inteleon, and Inteleon is a torrent and sniper based ability user. So if the Pokemon strikes a critical hit, that hit is multiplied by 1.5 damage. Again, a glass cannon on the special side with 125 special attack and 120 speed. 85 attack is decent if you do not expect, if you can do an unsuspected hit with it, and just 70 base HP, 65 defense as SPDF is again the definition of a glass cannon. In his move pool, mostly looking at the special side, Air Slash, Blizzard, Chilling Water to lower opponent's base, to lower the attack stat by 1. Dark Pulse, Hydro Pump, Ice Beam, Shadow Ball, Snipe Shot with a high crit ratio, which cannot be redirected, which is hard to do when you're playing singles. But again, Surf and Terra Blast has the U-turn option. Because of its speed, can use funky stuff like Taunt. Has again both screams. Has Ice Shards as a priority move. Haste to reset all stat changes, and Agility to bolster its own speed stat. Toadscrew, number 5. A kind of weird Pokemon with ground and grass type, and Mycelium Might is his only ability. So status moves go last, but ignore abilities. Very high SPDF stat with 120, 80 base HP, and 65 base defense make it mostly a special wall. With 100 speed, will outspeed a lot in my team if he decides to go full speed, and 70 HP, 80 special attack. Kind of meddling, not that hard hitting, but has a big move pool in my opinion with D-Gleam, Earth Power, Energy Ball, Flash Cannon, Giga Drain, Grass Knot, Hex, Leaf Storm, Sludge Bomb, Terra Blast. And if you decide to go physical, moves like Trailblaze up its speed, Rapid Spin to remove hazards, can also use Seed Bomb, Power Whip, Knock Off, Foul Play, and has quite some status moves, which go last with Mycelium Might. Moves like Leech Seed, Light Screen, Reflect, Spikes, Spore, which is very annoying because it puts Pokemon to sleep. Substitute, Taunt, Toxic, and Toxic Spikes, and Trick Room will all move last. His sixth Pokemon is Knucklestack, the not fully evolved form from. If you hear that in the background, that's my washing machine. Knucklestack, the unevolved form of Garganical, has the ability Purifying Soul, which halves ghost type moves and make sure it can't be statused. It has Sturdy so it can be O-code, and Clear Body to prevent stats to be lowered. Has mainly a quite high defense stat with 100, a 60 HP and attack stat are decent. Spadef at 65, and his speed and special attack are both 35. Will probably be mainly a EV light set, but has the ability to use Purifying Salt. Salt Cure. Purifying Salt is the ability. Salt Cure is something like Lead Sheet, which does passive damage by an eighth of the max HP, and on steel or water types will do a quarter health damage. Also has the ability to use Body Press and Body Slam. Can set up its defenses with Curse. Can use Earthquake. Facade is not very useful because it can be statused. Heavy Slam, because it's quite a heavy Pokemon, being a ton of bricks or rocks and minerals. Iron Head, Rock Slide, Stone Edge, Sand Headbutt. The ability to set up rocks, has Recover for regeneration, Iron Defense to bolster its defenses, so mainly a physical wall. The second to last Pokemon, second to last Pokemon is Swalot, Liquid Ooze, Sticky Hold, and Gluttony as its ability. Sticky Ooze will make draining moves do damage instead of healing. Sticky Hold makes sure it won't be losing its item, and Gluttony will make it use its berry at half HP instead of a quarter HP. Has a high HP stat at 100 and base defenses at 83. Both attacking stats are 73 and its speed stat is 55. So it can be a mixed attacker, acid armor to double its defenses, body press on an acid armor boost will hurts fast, and body slam, brick break, clear smog, destiny bond, earthquake, facade, fire punch, giga drain, gunk shot as a step move, both ice beam and ice punch, pain slit, poison jab, seed bombs, shadow ball, sludge bomb, swords dance, thunder punch, thunder wave, toxic spikes, yawn, zen headbutt. A decent move pool to pick out from. And last but not least is Rotom, and it's its original form, so not into any electronics. It's a electric and ghost type with the levitate ability, so ground type moves won't be hitting. Has again the stats of a glass cannon with 95 base special attack, 91 base speed, 50 in HP and attack, and 77 defenses. I think it will be mostly a support mon with both screen options, with Thunder Wave and Will-O-Wisp, a Tricks mover, can use Volt Switch, T-Bolt, Thunderbolt, stored power after setup, which you can do with Nasty Plot, Hyper Voice, Hex, Foul Play, Discharge, and Dark Pulse as his main attacks. And that's his side. Looking at my team, first of all, I'm bringing Gato, aka Lando T, with the Expert Belt and Terra Ground type. Fully HP, fully physical attack with 4 in defense and an adamant nature, so it's gonna be a bulky breaker. I gave it Stone Edge for a non-terrestrialized Dragonite to Oko. It's got Earthquake for Dragonite when it's a Steel type Pokemon, and Hammer Arm for the normal type Dragonite. And Outrage for his if he decides to Terra Dragon. I gave it the Expert Belt, so it deals 1.2 times damage extra when I hit super effective. And with this spread, I can also hit his Knuckle Stack super effective with a Hammer Arm or an Earthquake, with Earthquake doing more damage being stab. And Hisuian Zoroark will be OHKO'd with any move it being hit with, except for Hammer Arm, of course. So Lando T will mainly be a Dragonite answer. Next up is Arthur the Cerulege, and this time I bring a setup Cerulege with max HP and max attack stat, with 4 in the special defense and an impish nature, so I'm boosting his defense. And why I'm not putting anything in here, no investment in his defense, is Bulk Up. Bulk Up will power up my attack and defense stat by 1, and I gave it the ability Weak Armor. Weak Armor will lower his defense by 1 stage, but it doubles his speed stat. So when I'm being hit with a single hit, my speed stat will go from 206 to 412. And with that, I will be able to outspeed almost everything on his team. Shadow Claw will be hitting Screamtail super effective. Bitter Blade is mostly for the Knuckles for the Toadscroll. Night Slash for his Hisuian Zoroark, and Shadow Claw will hit Rotom super effectively. And it's basically waiting for the right time to bring in Arthur, set up a Bulk Up, raising his physical defense against something like a Screamtail, a Swalot maybe. Knuckle Stack is not a great option because of Salt Cure, but Toadscroll won't be hitting very hard. So setting up, making sure I will outspeed most of his Pokemon, and then just go to town and break down his entire team, I hope. Next up is Tsarina, and I built a somewhat funky set because I expect Toadscroll to have knockoff. I built it as a fully HP and full attack stat, and I notice now I didn't give him any decent nature, so right now I'm going to give it a adamant nature to bolster up its attack even more. Like I said, I expect him to bring Toadscroll with a knockoff variant. So first of all, I have Assault Vest if he does not bring knockoff, and I will be able to tank special hits this way from his Toadscroll and Inteleon and his Hisuian Zoroark. But if he does bring the knockoff, Acrobatics will be boosted from 55 base power to 110 base power, which will be able to completely annihilate Toadscroll. I have Drop Kick to lower attack stats when Pokemon survive, so Knuckle Stack will be hitting less hard when hit by Drop Kick. And I brought Rapid Spin because he has a lot of options to set up a Stealth Rock, Spikes, Toxic Spikes, and Queenly Majesty to prevent any priority moves from hitting, and Taunt to, when knocked off, stop any hazard from going up by taunting my opponent. And after Rapid Spin, I will be able to outspeed a lot of Pokemon still. But again, I expect him to bring a lot of hazards, and that's why I bring Karen the Toxapex. Being a grounded poison type, I will be able to absorb any poison, any toxic spikes, which will be able to be set by Zoroark and is Swallowed and Toadscrew. So with that, so many options, I felt like I had to bring a sorry. So to bring a toxic spike absorber, so Elizabeth won't be toxic. With the regenerator, I can just switch into toxic spikes and switch out again. And if there's like stealth rock or spikes up, I will be able to heal that damage off. I will be able to set my own toxic spikes. I can recover damage and stall some mons out. With Black Sludge, I will be able to have another form of recovery. I brought 2 attacking moves in Ice Beam for a non-terrestrialized Dragonite, and I brought Venoshock for the option to hit double as hard when Pokemon are toxic, which will be I can do with setting up toxic spikes. Fully Fizz Death, Toxapex, so full HP and full defense with a bold nature, so my attack stat is lowered and my defenses are even bulked up a little bit more. And 4 in special attack makes him hit just that little HP harder. And who knows, that may be the difference between knocking out a Pokemon or not. So, 5th is Spark, and this time, damn it, the which wasn't transferred to this completely. So now, Volt Absorb Jolteon won't be. Volt Absorb won't be. Je kunt dat eruit knippen, dat stukje met piep van de wasmachine. Volt Absorb won't be needed first of all, because I do not expect him to bring much electric coverage. But Quick Feet, when he's statused, will double my speed, but I don't think Jolteon will be statused that often. With this with this spread, I will be able to outspeed anything. So 176 AVs in speed with a timid nature will ensure I will outspeed anything. With Hisui and Zoroark and Italian being my main threats in that case. 252 in special attack, 72 in HP, 8 in defense, and a timid nature again. With choice specs, I will be just. Jolteon will be there to nuke things. Just plain and simple. With Volt Switch, I can pivot out anytime at once. He does have the ability to bring Ground Dragonite, which is not very likely in my opinion. And against Toadscrew, Jolteon won't be able to switch out, but otherwise Jolteon will have field day. So with Arthur and Elizabeth being both Toadscrew options, I hope to take it off the field very fast. And with that, I can just go to town with Jolteon's Volt Switches. Shadow Balls there to Oko Screamtails. Thunderbolt if I want to hit just a bit harder, and Toadscrews off the field. And Hyper Voice just in the event both Volt Switch and Shadow Ball won't be hitting Dragonite as hard, I can always go for a Hyper Voice. So that's mostly there just in case. And last of all, I wanted some more defenses, so I brought a almost fully HP Hisuian Sliggoo, and Sliggoo will be named Slimy. Very original, I know. With 248 HP, 252 special attack, and 8 in speed def with a calm nature to up the special defense even a bit more, and the Eviolite to make it bulkier. So basically, his defenses are 304 of no 303, my bad, and 290 times 1.5, 145 added to it. So we're 435. So good luck knocking out Hisuian Sliggoo with special type moves. But a fully invested special attack without a upping nature, Draco Meteor will nuke Hisuian Zoroark. I can Oko it with Hisuian Sliggoo, and I find that funny. Just a not fully evolved Hisuian Sliggoo will just annihilate Hisuian Zoroark, annihilate Dragonite without a Terra form. I brought Acid Spray for Screentail, so I can whittle it a bit down, and with a super effective move. Ice Beam is there for the Dragonite when it's not terrestrialized yet. Chilling Waters is for Knuckle Stack and a way to reduce a physical attack from any opponent. Sap Zipper for the Toadscruel, so any grass type moves will not be any concern for me, because I don't think many of his hard hitting Pokemon will be physical. So Gui will only lower speed with contact moves, and like I said, I expect him to bring a lot of special attackers. So that's my team for my matchup against the Griselda Gravelers. Again, if I put this out as a separate video, I hope you will be watching the battle I will be putting on as soon as it's done. And if this is in front of my battle, it will probably be cut out, so I will not be any hesitant to say this. Anyhow, hope you like this part, and let's quiver the victory. Up the Vivillans. And that's his side. Looking at my team, first of all, I'm bringing